Hey, my name's Nat, and this is Newsbreak. Privacy regulators in the European Union have cracked down on Instagram and Facebook's parent company, Meta. It's all to do with how they're handling the data of their European users and who they're giving it to. Here's Josh.
And finally, the world record goes to Meta! For the biggest ever fine given for breaching data protection regulations. I think it's safe to say not all records are good records, because Meta just got slapped with a whopping $1.9 billion fee. And it all comes down to a little argument Meta's having with the European Union over data. It's no secret that Meta collects a lot of data from its users, and a lot of this data gets sent to Meta's servers in the US to be stored and processed. The EU's privacy regulators really don't like this, and say that the data of European users could be accessed by American spy agencies. They actually made a ruling on this topic back in 2020, making it illegal for Meta to keep sending European data overseas, but the EU says Meta just kind of continued to do it anyway. So the EU has put its foot down.
Meta has to delete everything that was sent from Meta in Europe to Meta in the US for the last 10 years.
Meta says there are thousands of other organisations that do the same thing, and that it's planning to fight the EU's decision.
Tens of thousands of people gathered in Sydney today to welcome India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's his first visit to Australia in nearly 10 years, and supporters came from far and wide, with Qantas even chartering a special Modi Airways flight to Sydney. Modi's known for getting big receptions from his supporters. Here he is earlier this year in a fancy chariot thing with our PM Anthony Albanese. And tonight he's expected to pull a crowd of 20,000 people in Sydney to hear him speak at Olympic Park Arena. Farmers in Kenya are facing a big problem. Yes, quite literally a big problem. You see, pesky elephants have been raiding their farms and eating their produce, so they've enlisted the help of a tiny ally. Here's Justina.
Elephants are the largest land animals on Earth. Powerful, intelligent, majestic, and also hungry. Like, really hungry. Which has been a problem for these farmers in Kenya.
When an elephant raids your farm, they will just eat 40% and 60% will just be distraction.
These places used to be habitats for wildlife, but now people are coming there to build houses, to farm. So this is blocking the migratory routes for elephants.
These farmers have tried planting crops that elephants don't like to eat and using repellents like horns, fences, and chili. But none of these ideas were able to shoo these giant mammals and their appetites away. That's where these guys come in. Yep, even though elephants fearlessly stand up to lions, they're not too fond of these tiny bees. Who'd have thought? So, armed with this knowledge, conservationists are helping farmers to use beehives as a safer way to diffuse the tension between humans and elephants.
We normally love the bees because they help us to protect the farm.
And as a bonus, their new protection also produces sellable honey. So it looks like this new partnership is going to be a pretty lucrative buzziness. Buzziness business. Had to do it.
As the famous blue hedgehog Sonic would say, now it's time to proceed in a rather expeditious manner. Or something like that. First up, to Bolivia, where more than 90 mountain bike riders are taking part in the high-speed challenge downhill cycling race. There were steep dirt tracks, lots of stairs, some fun ramps, and even a suspension bridge. At 3.2 kilometres long, organisers say it's the world's longest urban downhill course. Now to three of the world's best cliff divers who have come to the Guatemalan jungle as part of a special expedition. This event's all about impressive dives from staggering heights, with the final boss being this waterfall, one of the tallest in all of Guatemala, Los Amates. And finally, to a full-scale Ferrari car made out of Lego. It took these guys almost a year to make, or 339 days to be exact. The Lego car is deceptively heavy, weighing in at 1.34 tonnes. Not far off the 1.5 tonnes the actual Ferrari weighs. Well, that's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.